Hi everyone, I'm Adele and I'm going to show you a really easy way to do kombucha. So as you are probably aware, kombucha is like a health tea and it consists of a SCOBY, a symbiotic culture of bacterial yeast. It's this funny looking alien dude down here, and a tea brew including sugar. And so when you put it all together, it makes an amazing tonic, which is like a prebiotic. So anything like that is really good for gut flora, which is amazing for health. I've been making this pretty much every week for about 2 years, and my kids just guzzle it like nothing else. If they're not drinking water, they're drinking kombucha, and you can mix it with other things. Today I have got some herbal tea here as well, and I'm going to put that in, and it gives it a really nice flavour. You can do any herbal tea you like. I'm going to do a berry. So I'm just going to show you quickly. I mean, I've sort of preset everything here so that we don't have to go through this long sort of process of, you know, putting everything in. So the first thing I've done is I've boiled some water, so that's sitting over there cooling down. I've also boiled the jug, and I'm just going to pour boiled water into all of these little Pyrex jugs here. You don't have to use Pyrex jugs, you can use whatever you like, but I find these are really good for measuring everything. Also, the sugar, I know it's kind of scary, but it's 2 cups. It sounds quite crazy, I know. I tried to scrimp on the sugar at first, but it just wouldn't work. The amount that I'm making is what I use for our family, and it's sort of 6 to 7 litres. So if you were making a smaller brew, you would have all these quantities. But normal tea is what I'm using. You can use any tea. Doesn't have to be a specific brand. So I've done 8 tea bags of the normal tea. I've done 6 tea bags of the herbal tea, and of course the 2 cups of sugar. The SCOBY here does tend to eat most of the sugar and the tea, the caffeine. So if you're worried about caffeine levels and sugar levels, it really does not equate to 2 cups of sugar at the end. I have made it with green tea. You can do that. So anyway, I'm going to go and get the pot of water and add it to the vessel. It's a good idea to let the boiled water cool down somewhat. And I'm just putting that directly over the SCOBY. So I'll probably put that about that much for now. And SCOBYs are, you know, sometimes quite easy to find, sometimes not. But luckily I have got several friends who have got SCOBYs, and so I've just got them off friends. But you can buy kombucha starter kits, so there's always that option. But if you know somebody who's got a SCOBY, that's probably quite a good way to go, because they do multiply and you can make a SCOBY hotel, which I've done in the past. But I've given away so many SCOBYs so that I don't really need to sort of keep accumulating them. So yeah, there is that option. And so what we're doing is melting the sugar right down. So I just use a fork because it's easy, just to kind of, I just use raw sugar. You can use any sugar, doesn't really matter. And then you're really just sort of steeping the tea. It doesn't have to steep for that long. It's not really, you know, that important. I tend to leave my herbal tea longer, actually, than the black tea. What I do after I do, this is actually like a ferment 1. I do another ferment. I could just ask my lovely husband to bring me a bottle so I can show from over here. I don't want to confuse you all because it's adding too much information, but at the end of a week, if it's sort of warmish weather, I will then empty this brew and make several bottles, and that's kind of what it's going to look like at the end with the berry. So it goes red because I'm using berry at the moment, but I've used ginger, I've used all sorts of different herbal teas. I like ginger in winter, it's actually really nice. It's very similar to ginger beer if you like ginger beer. Yeah, so that is what I'll do perhaps in another video. I'll show you the ferment 2 process, which makes the fizz. This is just doing the brew. So I'm just going to empty the tea bags into whatever you have. I'm just going to put it into a bowl because, yeah, we don't want it to sit for too long. Right, now what I'm going to do is put the sugar into here. Move that over so it's on tip. Then I'm going to put the tea in. Sometimes I'll just let these sit while that's sitting in there, but today I'll just put it all together. Now, as you can see, the SCOBY is starting to come up to the surface. It was down the bottom. And we'll top this up. Don't worry if it doesn't come up straight away, because they take a little while to activate if you haven't had them in an active brew. Sometimes it can take several brews of the tea before it comes back to life, so to speak. It's been sleeping in a hotel, a SCOBY hotel. Sounds funny, I know. It just needs several more tea and sugar combinations to kind of wake it up. So that's pretty much it. It's ugly, but it's really beneficial. So all of that is just packed with super probiotics, and it's so good for you. The one thing I can say that I've noticed with this whole process is that we don't get tummy bugs. It's improved our immune system as well, and it's actually just really delicious. It's nice cold. It's nice just to have a bottle in the fridge and just pop it out, and if you like fizz, then stay tuned for the Ferment 2 video. And then all I do is, once that's cooled down, I just get a paper towel, put it over the top with a rubber band. But I won't do that straight away because I'm just going to let it cool. So that's it. That's all there is to it. And if you feel like you can just make it without stress, that's the important thing. It's actually just having, keeping it simple, I think, and not overthinking it, because once you get into the process, it's very easy to do. It's, have fun and enjoy. Thanks for watching.